Scott Gladstone here with SMU Athletics. I'm here with head coach of the men's golf team, Zach Dietz. Coach, you guys are approaching the GNAC Championships. It's been a long season as a whole, the fall into the spring, and just, a lot of rain in California where you guys play a lot of your golf, plus plenty of weather delays at airports and everything. How have you guys kind of overcome all the adversity that you faced throughout the spring?
Right. Yeah. Adversity this spring for sure with travel. Even just right out of the gate, PGA West. I mean, we got an 8 o'clock flight and the flight gets canceled. I mean, and we're like, what are we going to do? We got to be at a practice round the next morning, and we end up, we have to fly to Dallas at like 11 o'clock at night and then fly back to Palm Springs. End up getting in there like 10 o'clock in the morning. Guys get zero sleep. So that's how we started off our spring season. And then in more delays the second tournament. So yeah, just a lot of travel issues. But we still, we played through it. And we actually, PGA West, we played pretty solid the first round or two. Just kind of had a bad, not so great third round, but, weather kind of rolled in. But yeah, I mean, like travel wise, as a coach, my first year, I've learned a lot as far as, just the stuff off the course, little things like what time should I schedule the flight? I'm gonna start flying more in the morning. the morning flights I feel like don't get canceled as much. So I've learned, off the course, I've learned a lot of those little things that I think help the team, in the actual tournament.
Yeah, and you've had a lot, throughout all that adversity, you've had a lot of guys that have kind of stuck out here and there. Like Max, of course, has kind of led the team in a lot of leaderboards throughout the spring. But you've had a lot of young guys, old guys, veteran, everywhere in between impress and show out and show flashes of what they can be. What kind of things and who has just like impressed you the most throughout this season?
Yeah, kind of, I guess started out in the fall. Max Turnquist obviously had a very good fall. I think he was ranked like 36th in the nation after the fall. And I think for us, the fall is, it's kind of our strength, I think, because we've had the whole summer to kind of practice and we're prepared. The spring we started off a little slow. So kind of going into GNAC here, I think we're kind of, get all the rust off and we're ready to rock for GNAC. Which is a good thing. Yeah, I mean you're competing with all those California schools that they've been practicing in the sun a little bit more than we have. I know that the Cali weather's been bad this year, but yeah, we just need to we're prepared for GNAC. So
what? Yeah, and talk to me about a little bit of kind of. What kind of mindset are you trying to instill in the team here as you approach GNACs? Obviously, there's all the physical things, all the drills and everything you're doing, but kind of mindset wise, when you look at GNACs, realizing that anything can happen when you get to Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, it's an opportunity, I think, for us that to have that auto bid as they call it. That if you win GNAC, there's 5 teams that. You go to regionals. It's a great opportunity. I don't think it may not be that way for very much longer potentially. So it's a great opportunity. I think this group of guys definitely has what it takes to, to get to regionals still. So yeah, I mean we're ready to go as far as mindset. We had a long team meeting on Sunday. I just want us to stick to the game plan. We've had a lot of big, couple big numbers as far as certain holes. Like, I think so. What happens in golf is you start getting 3, 4, 5 over, and you start getting a little more aggressive. And in team golf, we just got to stick to the game plan and grind out that 3, 4 over. That we need that 3, 4, 5 over sometimes if it's that that final score. So. It is a little different mindset in team golf as opposed to individual golf, I would say.
This senior class, obviously you mentioned Max and his success and what he's meant for the program, but all 4 of your seniors have really contributed in different ways. What does this senior class mean to you, especially them being, your kind of first senior class that you're graduating here?
Yeah, it's been nice to take over for Kevin Bishop. A pretty well experienced group of guys. If I need to kind of get a second opinion on things, I can go to Max, or I can go to Jordan and just kind of get a second opinion on things. But these guys, we have 4 seniors. We got a red shirt, so the seniors basically make up our whole team essentially. But yeah, Max has been, kind of my little co-captain, when we travel. And then you got, Jordan has been traveling, and, he's a great addition, good personality to have on the road. And then Rollator is, he went to Running Start, but he's going to get his bachelor's this year, and he's been a great addition to the team. If you need a few birdies, coming down the stretch, he'll do it for you. He's a fighter. And who's our Ethan has been strong, just a really great guy to have on the team, and he's very competitive. And unfortunately he hurt his back for GNAC. He's got a little sciatica, but he's a great leadership as well, I would say. So yeah, I love the senior group this year, especially my first year. It's nice to have some experience.
And finally, just as you look at GNACs coming up on the horizon, how do you measure success for the team there? Like we said, anything can happen. The auto bid can happen. But just at the end of the day, when all the rounds are complete, what do you want to be able to say about your team? What do you want your team to be able to say about their performance in Idaho?
Yeah. Like I said, we had that big team meeting on Sunday, and just kind of wanted to regroup and get ready for GNAC. And basically, I would say what I kind of instilled in them is if we can just keep the penalty strokes out, because you get a little aggressive, you start having those penalties. As a team, you got to play conservative. So I want us to play conservative, keep the ball, on the golf course. If we can hit some more greens, I kind of just said, if we can do, X, Y, and Z, stick to the game plan, no matter what we're at, just keep fighting. I think the results will take care of themselves. So I just stick to the game plan, and if we do that, then I'll be happy.
All right, Coach, thank you very much, and best of luck in Coeur d'Alene.
Thank you so much, Scott. Appreciate it.